On the day of my coming-of-age ceremony, my father's brother-in-arms placed a pile of photographs in front of me. "Choose a fiancé," he said. Without hesitation, I pointed at the eldest daughter, Yvonne Shaw. The room fell silent. Everyone around me froze. They all knew the truth. I had been hopelessly in love with Natalie Shaw, the second daughter, for years. In my previous life, I had chased Natalie for 10 long years before finally convincing her to marry me. Through our marriage, she became the heiress of the Shaw family. Life seemed perfect, until 3 years later, when everything shattered. Natalie became pregnant, with my brother's child. Our parents were furious beyond words. They forced her to have an abortion and sent my brother overseas. From that day on, Natalie hated me completely. Every night, she brought home men who resembled my brother, tormenting me over and over. The humiliation, the betrayal, it slowly ate away at me. I fell gravely ill. My body and spirit broke. I died a slow, miserable death. And then, I woke up. I was back at that night, the night I had to choose a fiancé. This time, I made a different choice. I stepped aside. Let them have each other. I didn't know what to expect, but the universe had its own plans. Natalie had been reborn too. I watched as she walked in, her gaze sharp, confident. She looked just as she had in my previous life, but something was different. There was a fire in her eyes, a determination I had never seen before. "You think I'm going to marry you?" she said, crossing her arms and smirking. "If your family's offer doesn't meet my standards, don't even think about it." The room stiffened. Her sisters exchanged glances, unsure how to react. Everyone knew our families had a long-standing arrangement. The next generation would unite to strengthen both houses. But now, it seemed Natalie was rewriting the rules. I held her gaze steadily. "Natalie," I said quietly, "you're not the only daughter in this family." Her smug expression faltered for a moment. She blinked, confused, and glanced at her sisters. For the first time, I realized just how much history and expectation hung over us. My parents, her parents, they had played this game before, and now it was our turn. Whoever married me would inherit everything the Franklins owned. Natalie let out a short laugh. "You really think threats will work on me," she said. But beneath that laugh, I sensed a flicker of calculation. She was smart, just as she had been in my previous life, and perhaps now even smarter. I watched her closely, feeling the weight of the years we had lived in the previous cycle. Every gift I had treasured, every moment I had hoped would win her heart, they had all turned to dust. She had never really cared. But now it was different. I could see her, truly alive, reborn with a chance to make different choices. And I could finally step back. I turned to my brother, Matthew, who had just arrived, his eyes fixed on Natalie. I didn't need to intervene. If they truly loved each other, they would find their way. The night wore on. Guests came and went. I stayed in the background, watching, letting history play out without interference. Natalie and Matthew exchanged glances, small smiles, quiet touches that spoke volumes. I remembered every betrayal, every heartache of my past life. I felt no anger this time, only a strange calm. When the engagement was announced, I presented my gifts to Yvonne. She beamed with genuine joy, something I had never been able to give Natalie before. As I left the room, I felt free. I had loved, I had lost, I had learned. And this time, the story would be different. Natalie was reborn. Matthew was by her side. I had chosen Yvonne. And I would make sure she lived a long, healthy life. For the first time, I understood, some loves are not meant to be possessed, they are meant to be witnessed, cherished from a distance, and allowed to bloom in the hands of another.